Interim President Father Sundborg, trustees, Dean Verona, distinguished faculty and guests, and class of 2026. Thank you for the privilege of joining you on this festive occasion, and I too offer my special congratulations to my dear friend Pallavi. She is truly deserving of this recognition today as a leader in our community, and she is so worthy of this honor. Congratulations to you, my friend. So, class of 2026, I hope you know how special you are to me. You really are very dear to me. You're special, and I'm not afraid to say this. Of all the classes that I have spent time with, your class stands out to me, again, is so very special. And I think, as Owen said, what a full circle moment. Truly. I have journeyed with you over the years in your preparation to join the legal profession. I first met you when I spoke to you at your first year orientation, and many of you later served as externs, either at the Supreme Court or in our trial courts. In addition, some of you had one-on-one conversations with me over the years where we explored questions about you and the law, questions about your vocation. I hope each of you will look back at those conversations and recognize your growth and development as a lawyer. And as has been said more than once, you made it and you are here. And you know what else? Your presence made a difference in the law school and in our community. And I hope today that all of you have discovered and now believe what I told you at that first year orientation. You belong here. You belong here. And I hope you believe that deep in your heart. My friends, before I continue with my remarks, I just want to invite you to take a moment to absorb this experience, because it is a big deal. And especially those in the front there, I want you to take a minute and look around and see your friends, your family, your colleagues, and I want you to grasp the reality that indeed you have made it. Only you know the depth of personal challenges that you faced and overcame. And today is a celebration of that growth. And the way that we impress our memories, right, is by pausing for a second and seeing what there is to see. And I invite you to just look around and hold this in your heart. Your journey to greatness is just beginning, because your legal education doesn't stop today. I know Owen thought that it might, but let me say, it doesn't stop today. Today's graduation is not the finish line. It's the starting point. Life in the practice of law will challenge you in ways you can't fully anticipate. It will demand that you adapt, that you think critically, and that you stay grounded in your values. It will require you to be resilient, to embrace change, and perhaps more importantly, to keep learning. I know that many of you are the first in your family to go to law school, just as I was. And being first gen often means we had to overcome significant obstacles. We had to defeat our own doubts and fears. Perhaps some of you may have felt that you had to prove yourself to everyone who thought that you couldn't make it, that old imposter syndrome. Or perhaps you thought it was because of what you looked like or where you came from. Again, you are here and you did it. And you happen to be graduating in a special year where our nation is celebrating the 250th anniversary of our Declaration of Independence. We are celebrating a moment in time when our founders made a deep commitment to individual freedom and personal responsibility. And they also made a commitment to one another. And that commitment is that we share a future where we shall rise or fall together. In light of this 250th celebration, obtaining a law degree today is an important personal achievement. But the diploma you are about to receive stands for something more than the investment in yourself. It is an investment and reaffirmation in the belief that we are part of a common enterprise governed by the rule of law, where due process matters. The privilege of practicing law gives you the unique power to speak for another, whether that is an individual or a corporation, to defend a person accused of a criminal act, to serve a person at a time when they are in their most vulnerable moment, like the loss of a job or housing or a relationship. As lawyers, we are the guardians of that great American dream under the rule of law, the one that we just celebrated on Law Day. And well, you might ask, what does that mean? The American dream under the rule of law. Fundamentally, it is the belief that we are a nation with a durable system of laws and institutional norms, that we have a form of government and legal system that protects rights, resolves disputes peacefully, and treats people with fairness and dignity. This belief in the American rule of law is what has allowed people to take risks, start businesses, pursue education, and build families. It is what allows newcomers to believe that they can succeed like everyone else because they have an equal chance at success. The rule of law is not just a legal concept. It has been the engine of opportunity and stability. It is the vision that drew my parents here. It is what allows longtime residents to trust that their hard work will not be undone by unfairness or corruption, because we adhere to the core principle that no one is above the law, not even the president. The awarding of a law degree from Seattle University says to the world that you are the type of person who has the courage and compassion to lead, to be a person who speaks the truth, who seeks it and speaks it out loud, a person who solves problems, one who might offer answers to a set of complex challenges facing the world today. And I know that you may be feeling that my generation has certainly left you with a convoluted set of problems. But the challenges we leave with you are not insurmountable, nor are they problems capable of breaking that great American spirit of faith in our capacity to do good, in our ability to overcome adversity, or our spirit of optimism and belief in one another. In troubling times, such as we are in today, we need to step back and take a long view of our journey, past and present. The truth is that this country has had a tough history involving conflict at every turn. But along the way, people of good conscience didn't stop or give up. We resisted and we disrupted. We fought for justice and we overcame. We carried the dream of equality and opportunity through times when our society seemed to be broken and divided like it is today. And you know what? We made it through those moments. This nation of laws survived because in each of those moments, We made a conscious and deliberate choice to protect and defend those American ideals of equality and full participation for all as crucial to our common good. We believed in our best resource, people, us, you, and me. Progress is a choice we made, and it is a choice we must make again and again. Today, I have faith in our future because of you. You, more than any generation that has ever lived, have the intelligence and the technological tools to make this world a better place. You are multinational and have the competence to actually build peace and justice through meaningful reconciliation. My friends, in today's challenging times, it will be up to you. It will be up to you to decide whether we'll turn on one another or whether we stay true to some fundamental values like fairness and kindness, understanding that we became a nation of immigrants that built this country into an economic powerhouse and a beacon of hope around the world. Searching out and seizing the newcomer or the person with the least amount of power for deportation without due process runs contrary to the constitutional underpinnings of this country. And we must say no. No to tyranny and no to indifference. It has been our deep commitment to individual freedom and personal responsibility that made this nation great. And it has been our unshakable commitment to one another that helped this country survive turbulent times throughout our history. We must continue to believe that we are all part of a common enterprise that is greater than ourselves. And like those early signers of our Constitution, that we share a future where we shall rise or fall together. As a lawyer, you are the distinct guardian of the law and the ones responsible for the quality of justice in our community. We are reminded by our state Supreme Court of the vital role lawyers play in the preservation of society in the fundamental principles of professional conduct found in the introduction to our state RPCs. I know that you didn't study our state RPCs, but those of you who will practice in the state of Washington, you will find the preface to our rules of professional conduct that set out this vision. It was first approved in 1985, and it states, quote, "The continued existence of a free and democratic society depends upon recognition of the concept that justice is based upon the rule of law, grounded in respect for the dignity of the individual and the capacity through reason for enlightened self-government. Law so grounded makes justice possible, for only through such law does the dignity of the individual attain respect and protection. Without it, individual rights become subject to unrestrained power, respect for the law is destroyed, and rational self-government is impossible," close quote. My dear friends, class of 2026, I cherish you so deeply in my heart, and we both start new chapters of our life together. And I want you to know that I really believe this when I say today and now is our moment. Today is our moment as lawyers. So as we leave this great hall, let us choose to honor the past with sincere gratitude. But let us choose to confront the present with honesty and determination. And let us choose to shape the future with purpose. As I stated earlier, I'm optimistic. I have hope. I believe that America's story is still being written, and that each of you, through your leadership, through your Juris Doctorate degree, and your commitment to justice, holds the pen. My friends, be champions of justice with courage. Never be afraid to be great. And no, it sounds sentimental, but I must tell you, I love you so dearly, I respect you so much, and I offer my sincere congratulations to each of you. Congratulations.